Hi, I'm Jim Nelson. I want to tell you about one case of changing a factory in a big way, because every organization needs the right people. In this case, there was a Chinese general manager who had a lot of responsibility, and there was one plant that was in a great difficulty. It had 10% scrap rate, it had 10% turnover every month, and an average of 6 injuries per month. So it was a very, very bad situation, and the American owner had actually brought me in to kind of ask around. I quickly found out that the general manager was supporting the plant manager because the plant manager had agreed to be perfectly loyal to the general manager. And so as I talked with the owner, I realized that the owner had too much trust in the general manager, but we just needed to look around a little bit more to verify things. And I found out that in one meeting, the general manager overseeing the meeting, the plant manager was offended by something the quality supervisor had said. The plant manager rose from his seat and went to actually beat up the quality supervisor. 3 men grabbed the plant manager, restrained him, started to pull him out of the room, but as he's being pulled out of the room, he threatens the quality supervisor and said, "I will get you." So the general manager says, "On to the next topic," and continues with the meeting. When I explain that to the owner, he overrules the general manager and we start to move to replace the plant manager. According to our normal philosophy, we look carefully to make sure you get a man of the right character. A man who will say yes when he means yes and no when he means no. A man who can be vulnerable in what he says and not cover up. But furthermore, for a leadership position to transform a factory, you need a man who knows who he is, who really deeply understands himself and thus doesn't need to prove himself. He can then work to facilitate the success of all the people under him. And so, as we looked through all the qualified resumes and met with people, we looked for people who had the right character, also had the right leadership thinking to not try to prove themselves, but to try to make the whole factory a success. Once we put that guy in place, from day one, you could sense it was good. The factory was still dirty, real troubled factory. But 6 months later, the factory is clean. The scrap rate is down under 1% and getting better. The turnover of people is now 10% per year, and the injuries have gone away. There are now no monthly injuries in this factory space. So that great a change came in that factory just through placement of one person who had the right character. And we'd always like to help any organization, be they a service industry or a manufacturing entity, to have great change in a positive direction, just like this company. So I thank you for your time.